Hello friends, welcome to my channel where we talk about facts, theories, and opinions related to the wizarding world of Harry Potter. If you're a Potterhead like me, I would consider subscribing, but if not, that's cool too. My name is Fatma and today we will be talking about the evolution of the baddest witch of her time, Hermione Granger. Let's get into it. You have been told that a certain brilliant young witch evolved into a rule breaker over the 7-part series. This is a lie. She was always a rule breaker. And let me tell you, in their first year, she sneaks Norbert with Harry up to the astronomy tower after hours. She sets Quirrell's robes on fire. She casts the bodybind curse on Neville. In their second year, she is the one who initiates stealing ingredients from Snape's closet. She brews the polyjuice potion in an abandoned girl's bathroom. And she comes up with the plan to drug her fellow students. In her third year, she walks out of divination class, she punches Malfoy, and she attacks Snape. In her fourth year, she imprisons Rita Skeeter in a jar and hexes Malfoy, Crabbe, and Goyle on the train ride home. In her fifth year, she starts a secret society, blackmails Rita Skeeter, puts a curse permanently disfiguring a fellow student, hides the existence of a giant in the woods, and gets Umbridge attacked by a mob of centaurs. And in her sixth year, she cheats in Quidditch tryouts to get Ron in. So, safe to say, she has always been a rule breaker, no matter how much she wants to put that on Harry and Ron. Her character development is much more than turning into a rule breaker. She starts off in the first two books as someone who memorizes things out of a book, a classic know-it-all, if you will, and someone who does not like to question authority. She takes what she reads as unquestionable facts.
I read about it in Hogwarts, a history.
While she keeps some of those traits, from year 3 onwards, we start seeing her question the authority figures around her, that is, her teachers. In the past, we have seen her stinkily set Snape's robe on fire, but that is when she thought Harry's life was in danger. But now, in her third year, overburdened by extra schoolwork, Hermione starts to question more things around her. She starts off small when she shuts down Trelawney in her own classroom and walks out, dropping the subject altogether. But then she discovers that one of her professors, Lupin, is a werewolf, and she does not report this to an authority figure. Here we start seeing her becoming more of an independent thinker because at the same time, while she wasn't reporting Lupin, she did report to Professor McGonagall when Harry received a fireball from an unknown sender. And finally, that same year, she also attacks Snape to his face, and let's face it, he is way more scarier than Professor Trelawney. She attacks him with Expelliarmus in front of another teacher simply because she wants to hear out a convicted mass murderer. Now let's come to year 4. This is the year of activism. At the Quidditch World Cup, she sees how Barty Crouch Sr. treats his house elves, and she already knows from Harry about Dobby and how he was treated at the Malfoys. And to top it all off, she finds out that Hogwarts has hundreds of house elves as well. She is highly disillusioned by the wizarding world at this point, especially because there was no mention of house elves in Hogwarts, a history, a book we know Hermione loved. In protest, she goes on a hunger strike, then finds a society to liberate the house elves. When the house elves don't want anything to do with this society, she comes up with a plan to set them free against their will by hiding clothes all over the Gryffindor common room. So she's passionate but a little tone deaf. I would call it a witch savior complex, not to be confused with a white savior complex. Simultaneously, she goes on the hunt to find out how Rita Skeeter is getting on the grounds of Hogwarts after being banned, and listening in on conversations of students, which she is using to back up the libel she's printing in the Daily Prophet. She seems completely undeterred by the heaps and heaps of hate mail she starts getting once Rita comes after her, and she just blazes her way through to find out exactly what she's doing. and ultimately figures it out and holds it over Rita's head for the next few years. And then we get to year 5. Now, this is when Hermione goes all out. You come between Hermione Granger and a proper education, you have another thing coming. She urges Harry to start Dumbledore's Army, a secret society of students who are learning practical defensive magic, which Umbridge refuses to teach them. She is extremely put off by the Ministry of Magic.
The Ministry is interfering at Hogwarts.
And their efforts of telling everyone that Harry is lying about Voldemort being back. So, to properly stick it to the man, she calls back Rita Skeeter by blackmailing her. And for the first and last time, she makes Rita write the truth about Harry's encounter with Voldemort. And that is the true evolution of Hermione Granger. Studious, best in her class witch, but also an independent thinker ready to take on the world. It's no wonder that after the Battle of Hogwarts, she goes back to Hogwarts to finish her 7th year, but then joins the Ministry of Magic and continues her efforts in improving magical law, specifically its impact on minorities, and ultimately gets the top job of Minister for Magic. Thank you so much for watching this video until the very end. I would love to hear from all of you in the comment section down below. What are your favorite or least favorite Hermione moments? Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time. Bye for now.